Bring it back to Zoom. So I'll do it to the cloud so you can get it download better. Hey, welcome to the Book Talk Show. This is a great event. Oh, I know what's going on. We're getting feedback from YouTube. Go there. We're live on YouTube. Commercial. Yes, it's true though what he's saying.
It definitely
So
is.
it's a joke. So stay tuned. This is actually a pop-up podcast talking about a podcast book. I mean, a pop. It is a podcast. All right, we just got to figure out where we're doing live. But this is really fantastic. So if it was, we could probably just do this and let it do its thing. And we're just normally
Oh, there we go.
yeah. Otherwise, I was going to mute the YouTube. But we are actually streaming on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, welcome to the new uh, podcast channel. So podcastchannel.com and booktalkshow.com. I'm your host, Dr. Mike, as they call me. My website's drmike.org. And are we still good in here? Do you see what's happening? Somehow I see us in the corner. There we go. All right. Now we're popped up. All
There
right.
we go.
So we like seeing ourselves in the live stream. And you can catch the replay at booktalkshow.com. We are talking today to author Gene Kannenberg, who came up all the way from Chicago to attend the book festival in Waukesha, Wisconsin. If you don't know where Waukesha, Wisconsin is, many people don't. It's kind of like the suburb or verb exurb of Milwaukee on your way towards Madison, if you're going that direction. And this is the pop-up book. Now, it really is a pop-up because it says so right there. So I'm going to be talking to Gene about his new creation. And you're saying, wait a minute, Peanuts, Charles Schulz, what's this guy, Gene Kannenberg, what's the story there? So one more teaser for the pop-up since we're doing a pop-up podcast. So Gene, and you got to tell me about, like, how did you get this book published? What's the story behind it?
Okay, it's a little strange. Uh, I made a pop-up book for myself. I decided that I just learned how to make pop-up books, and I thought that the very first Peanuts comic strip would make a great pop-up book.
Oh,
So I
was
made
that the first one?
this is the very first Peanuts pop-up, the very first Peanuts comic strip, and I thought it would make a really great pop-up book. So I made one for myself, and I made a video of myself walking through it, and I put that video on YouTube, and I put it in a few other places too. And
YouTube now.
yeah, I know, it's a full circle moment.
Yes.
And then it got a few thousand views, which for me is like viral. It's
Definitely viral. Yeah.
and what happened was a website called the Daily Cartoonist picked it up and said, Peanuts should really publish this. And I thought, well, that's really nice of them to say. And then a couple days later, I got contacted by not one but two publishers.
Really?
Yeah.
But how'd they get the word of it?
I'm not sure if they saw it for the Daily Cartoonist or if they saw it because I put it on Facebook, I put it on Instagram, and I put it on YouTube.
See, all you authors out there, this is how you do it.
Yeah, well, I didn't do this expecting to get a book out of it. I just made a thing because I wanted to make a thing.
We should share it.
I had this idea that was in my head and it wouldn't leave my head until it came out through my fingertips. And so anyways, I did this and I got contacted by two different publishers. And one publisher contacted me and said, I've already talked to Peanuts Worldwide. They would like to make this a trade book. What do you say?
What do you say? So what did you say?
I said yes.
Just like that? What about the terms and conditions?
Well, then we had to go through the lawyers and things like that. But I had a phone call the with one of the big shots at Peanuts Worldwide LLC, and one of my questions was, why do you want to do this? I just made this
Yes.
thing, and they're like, we've had a lot of Peanuts pop-up books before, but nobody's ever treated the art the way you have before.
Oh.
Because what I was really doing is I really wanted to celebrate the art of Charles Schulz.
Let's give everyone a show. So this is literally the pop-up book. So this is it, right? Here comes Charlie Brown. Well, let's do one thing though, just to be sure that this didn't do anything else. There we go.
Excellent.
Good. So this is our pop-up podcast talking about the Peanuts, a pop-up book. Uh, so really, Gene, what you're saying is that you treated the art and this work amazingly well. I'll actually let you do the tour, but this is the first Peanuts comic strip by
Yep.
Brett. So I'll give it to you, very delicate. It's not signed yet, and I haven't bought it yet, so this is.
So this is the first panel.
Yes, it's
And-
the history, what year, and this is Charles Schultz's
Yeah.
work, he created Peanuts.
Yeah, this is October 2nd, 1950.
And there's Charlie Brown in the distance, I can't do this. Here he is walking towards, I don't remember his other characters. That's
Those
not
those are
Linus.
Shermy and Patty.
Okay, that's before Lionel?
Yeah, Linus, yeah, this is yeah, they don't actually get named for a few weeks. At least, they're just kids at
Get
first.
closer real quick, just to see.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, look at
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Well, here comes old Charlie Brown. People listening to the podcast going, I don't see any pictures. We'll go on YouTube.
Good old Charlie Brown, yes, sir.
Yeah, there's Charlie
And
Brown. See how close he is?
Charlie Brown actually pops out of the frame.
Well, the two in the back are not popping up. They look that way from the shade.
No, they're
Good job.
good old Charlie Brown, panel 3. And panel 4, how I hate him. And the word balloon pops out.
That's pretty well.
And that's how Charlie Brown gets introduced to the world.
If you're just tuning in, we are talking to author Gene Canberg on his new pop-up book, which is a Peanuts pop-up book. And you're watching the Book Talk Show, our first pop-up podcast at the Wisconsin Book Festival in Waukesha. This is amazing. It's a nice, very sturdy type of book. Even though I was playing it earlier being delicate, I ended up in it the right way, right?
Yeah.
So it is pretty well constructed, I'd say, and well done. So if your kids were to have a nice time with this, it's not going to come back ripped up. I would say this is like a collector's item in my world, because number one's your first,
Yeah.
and number two is just something that you would want to have as a collector's item, being it's the first strip of Charles Schultz. But,
Yeah, and this is the 75th, this year is the 75th anniversary of Peanuts.
Did you know that out there? For your Peanut fans.
Yeah.
So I still have more questions to ask you, but let's see someone goes, oh my God, I gotta have that book. So is there a website or a link? We can provide that later after the live stream. However, if there's a website.
There's an easy website you can go to. You can go to comicsmachine.com/peanuts. And that will give you all the information about the book, all the information about signings and stuff like that. But it will lead you to the Abrams website where you can order the copy. And Abrams has links to all your favorite online retailers and things like that also.
Give that website one more time.
Sure, it's comicsmachine.com/peanuts.
And if you wanted to get in contact with the author, do you mind giving out your email if somebody wants to?
Sure, it's
Gene Canberg at Gmail. So it's Gene.Canberg, but.
yep. And I'm on all the socials at GENEKJR.
We also should say that Gene, driving up from Chicago, because that's where he resides, also works at Northwestern University in the library. So is this book in the Northwestern Library? Is it yes or no?
I believe so.
God, you should know if you're working there.
I should know.
You should be just put it in the shelf
not-
and in the Dewey Decimal System, you know?
Yeah.
So why Peanuts? I mean, Gene, it's a beautiful book. I got no problem with it, but what's so special about it? Come on.
I've loved Peanuts ever since I could read, basically. My younger brother used to buy, people of a certain age will remember the Peanuts, the Scholastic Book Service.
Right. Yeah, where you have your little book festivals.
Yeah, you'd go to book festivals and you could order books every month. My brother would buy all the Peanuts books. And we would read them at lunch every single day.
Younger brother?
Younger brother.
Okay.
But so Peanuts has been in my blood as long as I can remember.
Well, no peanut allergies.
No peanut allergies, no. And Charles Schultz is one of my favorite cartoonists. He's one of my favorite humorists. He's one of my favorite humanists. He's
We should talk a bit about that. So humanist, maybe people don't really know the Charles Schultz story. You want to give a 3-second encapsulation, just so people might not follow?
oh Lord.
You're on the spot.
That one I wasn't ready for.
We are on the air. Put up something.
Yeah. Well, Charles Schultz was he was a very religious man. He taught Sunday school his entire life. He is if you read enough Peanuts, you know that he would include Bible quotes in the stories and things like that. But more than the religion, he was just very, very human in the way that he thought about people. And the Peanuts characters themselves, even though they're children, they have fully developed human emotions.
Interesting.
They don't act. They don't.
Even Lucy giving psychiatric advice, which
It's like yeah.
she wasn't licensed.
She wasn't licensed, but I mean, I know plenty of people who have PhDs
Who shouldn't be.
who
Yeah.
maybe shouldn't,
They should.
myself included.
Sure.
But they look like kids, they kind of act like kids, but the words that come out of their mouths uh, really have some adult, grown-up sensibilities to them. And things that I read when I was a child have stayed with me my entire life.
Interesting. Yeah.
And
So you're still saying you're like a kid, because my kid calls me a man child. Loving me.
part of it's staying like a child, but part of it is that uh, the lessons that Peanuts imparts have stayed with me because they make sense.
That's interesting, because I never looked at it from a morality point of view, but what you're talking about is interesting. How I relate to it is it's part of what I grew up with, even though it's not necessarily our generation, but the comics had gone from into our period.
Oh yeah.
Looking from where the things might have originated from the mindset at that time, which probably influenced the comics.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But looking at its influence, I say, well, it's been part of our lives, you know. I mean, you know, Charles Schultz has been gone for some time, but I guess they're still in circulation.
Oh yeah, a lot of newspapers still
Repeat.
publish I think they call it Classic Peanuts now.
Do you remember how many years the serial ran?
It ran for 50 years.
50 years.
50 years, and he wrote and drew every single line, unlike most cartoonists who would have assistants to do certain things. Or a team, yeah.
Turn them out. And that was the only comic he did.
Yeah, well, he did other things before that.
Right.
And I mean, I've got some books where he illustrated a book by Art Linkletter. He did a book of cartoons of teenagers, which looks really weird to see him draw like tall characters.
Oh, really? We have to check that out. If people go to your site, is there more information in addition to purchasing the book? We're talking about Peanuts, a pop-up book. You're listening or watching Book Talk Show, booktalkshow.com. And our guest today is author Gene Canenberg, who is the author of his first Peanuts pop-up book. And it's available online. There'll be links below, or go to new, what is it? I guess the best, oh yeah, you know, you should be getting nominated for the new book awards. This is 2024, am I correct?
It's 2024.
No, but
yeah.
it's okay, you have 18 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before the end of the year, yeah. Plus, so what was the actual publisher? Oh, so Abrams Comic Arts did this, yeah, right, as you mentioned, okay. And it's available in the UK.
It's available all over the place. Yeah, I mean, I've sometimes I get vain and I Google things and I'll see it pop up in Turkey and all over the place.
Yeah, popular in Turkey.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Well, it's not because of me, it's because of Charles Schultz.
Well, you know, so we both have a fascination with comics. You talk about your brother who would always, you know, kept the industry going. So, I guess what you could tell people about your interest in comics, but also for those that may not understand the fascination, like what is that world and how important it was for me. And I mean, I did enjoy Peanuts, but I was gifted a huge collection from Mad magazines to Archie comics and all that stuff. And
Oh wow!
Not too much superhero stuff, but I had a few, you know, and I enjoyed those. But I was an avid reader of comics. Yeah,
Yeah, I was too from a young age. The very first comic book I ever got was from a state park. It was The True Story of Smokey Bear.
The true story, not the gossip column stuff.
Yeah.
Because we know that out in California, he's the guy setting them. No, but anyway, no,
Yeah.
for fairness to Smokey the Bear, no slight, because that was early warning.
Yeah.
I'm telling you about climate change, but nobody's listening. Hey,
Yeah.
Gene,
So
we're joking around a bit, but go on, though. Talk
Yeah,
about it.
but that was the first comic book I ever had. But then I got deep into Marvel superheroes when I was a kid.
Do you still have some of those? Because those would be collector items now.
Some of them might be, yeah, but I've still got all the ones that I had from when I was a little kid. My parents never made me toss them, but I read them and my tastes changed as I grew older.
Oh, what
Uh,
kind of comic books are you reading now besides your book, Peanuts the Pop-Up? Oh, look at the screen change. Is that clear to everybody? Here comes Charlie Brown and Peanuts Pop-Up. And again, this is the author of the book, Gene Canberg.
yeah, I read all kinds of stuff now, but when as my taste changed when I went to graduate school for English literature, I was going to be a medievalist.
What? A medievalist?
A medievalist, yeah, and I was really interested in illuminated manuscripts.
Oh, right, okay.
And when I was preparing to write my dissertation, I got interested in like the marginalia in manuscripts, like the little drawings in the margins. And the more I started writing about that, the more I realized that I was trying to write about comics without writing about comics.
Just
And eventually I changed and my dissertation became really about comics. So I wrote my dissertation about comic books. And
Is it illustrated? Because it's rare to see a dissertation that's got, besides charts and.
oh no, it's got plenty of illustrations. I didn't write about Schultz in my dissertation, but I wrote about Winsor McKay, Art Spiegelman, and Chris Ware.
Or Spiegelman.
Uh,
He'd be a great interview for Shelley.
oh yeah, he would. Yeah, if you can afford it.
Oh, yeah. I think of my linkage because back in the '60s, my brother had bought the original. And we still have it. It's all kind of wrinkled up.
Yeah.
His stuff. It was amazing.
Yeah, no, he's a great interview. I had the privilege of interviewing him once, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, think about all the '60s underground artists.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, but
Drake Brothers. Do you ever read those?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Wonderful.
Gilbert Shelton.
Oh, yeah, Gilbert Shaw.
Yeah, yeah. So I wrote my dissertation about comics. I published a lot of I did a lot of academic publishing about comics and things like that. So I wrote about comics for the longest time, for about 25 years, and then I decided that I should start drawing comics myself.
Oh, I didn't know that, Gene, that were you
So
published in that area?
I've published a bit, but I draw abstract comics because I can't draw and I can't write. So I draw abstract comics. They're like comics from Mars.
Oh, I'd like to see those too.
Yeah, it's like it's like if a Martian saw Earth comics
Yeah,
and used their own symbol systems.
that would be interesting.
So they have word balloons, they have captions and things like that, but none of the writing makes any sense, and none of the pictures look like Earth
It's too bad you
things.
didn't bring some for today's interview because people are going to be curious now.
Yeah, well, if they go to comicsmachine.com, you may see some illustrations that look
Yeah.
like comics from Mars.
If we had more time on our Zoom, we could do a search explorer. Well, this has been really great. I mean, again, you want to check this out. Here comes Charlie Brown, the Peanuts Pop-Up. And this is the author, Gene Canberg. And you are listening to booktalkshow.com. So, Gene, we will definitely want to have you back to talk about more about comics and the comicsmachine.com that people can check out. That would be great. Any last words to either Peanut fans or those of the genre?
Keep on trucking.
That's a whole another artist there, Robert Crumb. Let's just quote him.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's probably another whole podcast genre right there. So I think that'll be fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So we are off the live stream.